Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am having a better day than I've had in a while. I will say that I'm feeling much better than I have been feeling. Like back to my normal, horrible feeling self. If you have chronic illness, you get me. So today I am crocheting on a eagle for Big Daddy. Our anniversary is Sunday, and I saw this in a book and I was like, I want to crochet that for him for our anniversary. He has no idea I'm making this. If he's passed by while it was on my desk, he doesn't know what it is. He just thinks I'm just crocheting a Wobble or something. But anyway, it is for him. He loves watching eagles. He always has. And at one point, there was an eagle that he would stop and watch on his way to and from work when he worked at his last job. And so he would stop and take photos of an eagle and such. And then this new job that he just started recently, they have a lake. It's called Eagle Lake. And there are eagles out there. The other day he had 3 eagles that he was watching. He's been watching these eagles, and then we got him some binoculars so he can watch from his window from his office. He can sit there and watch the eagles, and so he watches them dip down and grab a fish to eat, and they'll go, fly up on a branch somewhere and sit and eat their fish, and he likes to sit there and watch that. He's always loved the eagles. And so I was like, that's a good thing for me to make for him. And the place that he actually works at now is actually called Eagle Lake. That's in the name of the place where he works. So, anyway. Our anniversary is Sunday, October the 19th. I do believe that's Sunday. And we will be married 35 years. So 35 years that he's put up with me, and 35 years that I've put up with him. Because that's what marriage is putting up with each other, Everybody's marriage no one's marriage is smooth sailing every day, a bed of roses. We all have tough times in marriages, and you just gotta love that person enough to put up with them. Right? I'm so thankful that he loves me enough to put up with me. Because I can be a handful. I ain't gonna lie about it. And I love him enough to put up with him. I always say, like a day or so before our wedding, or our anniversary, I always say, if we make it till Saturday or Sunday or whatever, I always say stuff like that. So we didn't have any real plans for our anniversary because we're just like that. Some years, we might go several years without any kind of plans. And then one year we might go all out and celebrate our anniversary or birthday or whatever holiday it is. We don't always celebrate and do stuff. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And we did last year, we went out. I was so sick, but I pretended that I wasn't that day for his sake. But I was so sick, and it was all I could do to make myself go out last year. I was excited that we were going to a new place, but I was miserable. But anyway, so I didn't figure we was doing anything special this year. Okay, I paused it because Big Daddy came walking through and I wanted to check on him and remind him that he's got to eat something before he goes to bed. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, I didn't think we had any plans for our anniversary this year. But one of the owners that owns the new rehab that Big Daddy's working at, that they're, trying to get everything done so they can open up like in November. They're hoping to open like at least by mid-November. We'll see what happens. They have a couple more accreditations and inspections and things like that to do. They have to do that with so many different places and get all these different insurance companies set up that will take the insurances and all that, Anyway, so one of the guys that is owner of that, he also owns a ton of restaurants around town, and he owns a workout facility type place. I don't know, he's got his hands in a bunch of stuff, and I think he owns some restaurants in Texas too, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, so Big Daddy had asked him, he said, hey, he has one of his places is a seafood restaurant on the Washita River, and you can actually sit outside on the back deck at the Washita River. And so Big Daddy asked him, hey, I seen on y'all's menu that y'all had gumbo. Now, we've never ate there under his management. Seems like we might have ate there many, many, many years ago when it was something else. It was a seafood place, but I don't remember the name of it back then. But anyway, so Big Daddy was reminding him of my esophagus issues and such, and he was asking him, is there any way y'all can like strain that, or, is that something we can ask to be done? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, we can do that. We can fix that up. He said, before y'all go, text me and let me know, and I'll make sure that happens. And so, Big Daddy thanked him and all. And he said, matter of fact, he said, I have some boil bags. I'm not exactly sure. He said that I'll fix y'all up with too. Something about whenever there's disasters, he has these boil bags that he passes out or has available for people or something, or sends off, or I'm not really sure. Big Daddy didn't get all the details on that, but anyway, he said some of these boil bags that he would pass to Big Daddy, so we'll see. But anyway, so Big Daddy was telling me all this, and I was like, well, why don't we go Saturday, midday, like between lunch and dinner, so that we're not there with the big lunch rush. Because dinner, because dinner rush at night, you're waiting in line over an hour to get in this place. So we decided we would try to go about 2 p.m. on Saturday is what we're hoping for. We'll see how that works out for us. But yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're going to eat at Trout's. And hopefully it's good. Hopefully, their gumbo or whatever it is Big Daddy was asking him about will be delish. I've heard great reviews about their food there, so I don't know why it wouldn't be. But I'll let y'all know. Take you along with us. If it's nice weather, I wouldn't mind sitting outside to enjoy that. Last year when we went to that restaurant, we did sit outside, and it was a nice day. So anyway, yeah, so I'm he's taking me out to eat. And he did get me some Wobbles. I think that was very sweet of him. He was like, you know, trying to figure out which ones I have and don't have. And he was trying to do it in a very subtle way. I was like, why are you asking these questions? Like, why? What's up? And I was like, let me just tell you something right now. If any Wobbles are ordered, they have to be ordered from my computer, from my email, so that they show up in my Wobble count. And he's like, what? And so I explained to him, and I'll explain to you in case you don't know, Wobbles, when you order, they make you an account, and when you order, they put those Wobbles in your account. And so, you know, I didn't want him ordering under his email, and they not be in my account, and they would start him an account, and yeah. So I explained to him, they have to be ordered under my email. And plus, you don't know what I have and don't have, and, you know. But anyway, we looked at them together and went over ones I didn't have and ones that I wanted. So, yeah, he got me Wobbles. It's the best present he could have got me. And I think I'm on my last row of this right here of just some straight single crochets going around. But yeah, I want to get this finished and surprise him with it because he don't know about it. And one of those stands that I received in that Happy Mail just the other day, remember, it had some wooden pieces for stands, and some of them were wide, and I think one of those would be great for this, because this is much larger than a Wobble, right? Much larger. Now, I could take any of these patterns that's in here and make them Wobble size, just make the body of a Wobble in those colors, and then, you know, turn it into Wobble size. So I might do that for some of them, and I might end up making an eagle Wobble size. Because I wouldn't mind having a little eagle in my collection. I also did get Big Daddy some Hey Dudes, some LSU Hey Dudes that were on sale for very surprisingly cheap. And I even did, you know, searched and made sure they were real Hey Dudes shoes. So they're LSU. I got those for him and an LSU t-shirt, and then he desperately needed blue jeans, and so we ordered him 2 pair of blue jeans. And I told him to order him a new LSU cap, but I don't think he ever did. But I will make sure he does that. I'm not into football or LSU. That's just not my thing, but he does watch football sometimes. Not a lot. He's not like crazy about football. Like if he catches it, he catches it to watch it. If he don't, it's no big deal. Sometimes he'll turn it on in the car though, and whew, I'm about to roll down the window and jump out. I just don't like listening to like the sports people, so I try to use that opportunity to tune it out and look at something on my phone or whatever. Or otherwise I'd probably roll down the window and jump out. Yeah, y'all could see me doing that, right? So I think that is the last row. I'm going to have to count my rows and make sure I am on the correct one. All right, let me count. I am on exactly row 23, and that's what exactly the row I'm supposed to be on. So that's what he's looking like so far. I have the head stuffed, the white area stuffed, and moving on down with the brown. But I can see him taking shape. There's some kind of little mosquito or something flying around. Oh, on this row I start decreasing, so yeah, it should work up pretty fast after that. Once you start decreasing, it's smooth sailing. Oh, we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe only 6 more rows to go to finish the body. And then I'll have to do, like, you know, the wings and come back and do the neck wings. I don't know what they're called. Neck feathers. Yeah, I want to do that probably before I stuff that, because once I stuff it, it's going to be hard to get my hook. I have to turn it like that to do it. It's hard to get my hook up in there if it's all stuffed like this. But if I just do it, yeah, I'm going to do it before I stuff. So I'm going to read over my pattern a little bit and kind of get a feel for when I should need to do that. So last night, Big Daddy woke up at 2 a.m. with extremely low blood sugars. He was sweating, his vision was really bad, and he was stumbling. But we got a cup of orange juice in him and poured another cup and was getting stuff in him, you know, as fast as we could. And then the end, we got some peanut butter in him, so hopefully it would, you know, help keep his blood sugar up once we did get it up. So yeah, it was scary. It was scary. It scared me to death. And then I didn't sleep the rest of the night because I kept checking on him, and I didn't want to go to sleep until I knew he was up and okay. And so after he left for work, or after he got up and was getting a shower and getting ready for work, I crashed. I crashed. I don't even remember him leaving the house. And then when I woke up, I started texting him, you know, like, are you okay? Let me know you're okay. But he was actually in the middle of some important work stuff and didn't even have his phone with him. But then when he saw it, he texted me. He's like, yes, I'm okay. I've been busy, you know. But yeah, so I don't know why his blood sugar dropped. He did eat supper last night. So we don't know why it dropped. You know, sometimes it just does things just because it kind of wants to. And you don't know why. You know, you can't have a reason why your blood sugar decided to jump up or go down. So yeah, so anyway, I just want to make sure he does eat dinner before he goes to bed, although he did last night too. Ate some good protein there to help keep his blood sugar up. So anyway, yeah, I've been kind of sluggish today. Although I feel a lot better, I'm just a little tired because I didn't get sleep, you know. I did take a little nap today, but that's not the same as getting a night's sleep. But I hope he's better tonight. I hope I'm able to sleep and not continuously, like, check on him. But I probably will, because I just, don't want something to happen to him in the middle of the night and not know that he needs help. Because I need that man. I love him very, very much. I didn't put in my 35 years for him to get out this easy. Trying to see I'm trying to see where my last decrease was. And I'm not sure I've been doing this correctly. But hopefully I have, and hopefully it turns out. Anyway. It's hard to tell where that decrease was. Right there. So this should have been... Okay, and then this particular row is 2 single crochets, decrease 2 single crochets, and then you got to repeat that. So it's going to be 4 single crochets all together, and then your decrease, and then 4 more single crochets, because you're doing the 2 to finish off this row, or directions, and then 2 more to start the new set. Anyway. Whew. And I might have put... I don't know if I did that correctly the whole way around, but I hope so. And then 2 single crochets to end it. So maybe I did it right. It's ending correctly. As long as it ends correctly, I'm happy. Whew. Wow. Okie dokie. Alright, that's what I got going on. It's starting to close up, but I don't want to stuff it just yet. I'm going to see about coming back and doing my white neck feathers. Okay, I'm working on these neck feathers, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't stuff that body, because it would be almost impossible to get this hook up in this front loop if the body was, there and stuffed and all that. So it's hard enough as it is. I can't imagine, but the pattern did have you go ahead and stuff the body and finish it off, and then come back and do these neck feathers. But I just know me, my hands would have a really hard time. I'm having a hard enough time as it is, but it is a little bit of a struggle. I'm doing it. I'm just doing it kind of slow and just making sure I'm getting my hook in the right place. And I'm so sleepy all of a sudden. Let's see. All right, moving along. Whew, this is hard on my hands. I might, after this one, I may have to stop and stretch my hands a little. Uh-oh. I didn't do that one quite right. Yeah, I'm going to have to stretch my hands and... let them rest for just a moment. Whew, okay, I'm going to do my next slip. And I hope I am doing this correctly. Whew, alright. Here's the neck feathers, and it does say to sew them down, so we know I'm not going to do that. But I will put once I get it all done, all stuffed and everything, I will probably come back and put a dot of hot glue and pull them down. But it's looking pretty good. Just keep on going. I'm almost back around. But we gotta stretch these hands. So I'm gonna finish off my neck feathers. And let's see, I got wings and some feet and a beak to finish. Oh, and he has a tail. So he'll have a tail feather. So I got a few more things to make on him, but I'll check back in with you guys as I'm working on different things. And hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla.
And I'm poor old Big Daddy.
I hope you're all doing well. Today we have been up to the thrift store and emptied my booth. We have all my booth like back here in the back of the car, and we took the shelvings home to our house. Paige, my caregiver, and her husband helped us. He has a truck and a trailer, so he come and got the shelving and took it to our house. And now Big Daddy and I are headed to Parish Pop and Play to talk with them. They have some room and they want some local vendor stuff, and so I have all the stuff here, and I'm taking it there to see what. First I'm gonna go in and see what they have room for and talk to them about what kind of things they want, what kind of price range, and then come back and go through some of my stuff in the car and take them a box of stuff in and see how that goes. I don't know. I feel like it might get seen by people who are going to be buying for kids better than at the thrift store. So, we'll see. It's not that much a month. She's going to charge like $20 a month. And, yeah.
I got a lot less room than what you had in the bed.
Yeah, it'll be a lot.
It'll be easier for you to maintain.
Yeah, it won't be that much. Well, I don't have to maintain it.
I mean, restock it and all that.
Yeah. It'll be easy to restock because I already have the stuff pretty much. But I'll make a few things here and there to restock and stuff. But anyway, we just can go in and talk to them and see what actually they want, what they're looking for, what they have room for. Because I won't have a whole booth. I won't even have a shelf. I think they're just going to incorporate some of the things into maybe decoration type thing. I really don't know. So that's what we're going to find out. And the lady, I know the two ladies that own this, they're starting this up, and they're both super nice, which the lady at the flea market was too. She was super, super nice too, and I just love her. I just couldn't, physically do everything that I needed to do to be a part of that. Anyway, I don't know where we're at. I think we're turning around. We don't know exactly where the place is. We have the address, and we know it's somewhere.
Well, just past the street. So
Oh, he passed the street that we needed to turn on.
Yeah.
So,
they only got one sign on one side of the road that's crooked, so I couldn't hardly see.
yeah, I was laying over. Almost. That sign's tired of standing there and laying over. Anyway, so I figure they're gonna have signs out. Some,
On this side.
I can't see anything. So what does that blue sign say?
There. Waxed the whiskers.
Oh, see, we have no idea. Yeah, we can always turn around and come back. That's 1914.
2006, we're going higher down here. What's the name of it? What number?
1914.
All right.
Yeah, we went too far. So we can turn around. That's what that steering wheel's on there for.
Nice if you had the map pulled up.
It would, but
I know it would.
I don't have the map pulled up.
1914?
Yes.
Yeah, this building. What's your bed? There's your popping, okay?
Yeah, that's it. Alright, so we found it. This is where it is. They'll have to do a lot of advertising because people won't just be driving by and seeing what it is.
It's a good one right here.
Yeah.
914.
Dirty sodas. I've never had a dirty soda, and I don't know if I'd like one. So here's the little vendor section, and there's my two shelves, which is very full with everything I could possibly get in there. And I think she's going to put that in a basket. I was going to walk through and just give her a little idea of what's going on here. So here's a little play area for little people. And a place for parents. And they're doing last minute touches because they're opening tomorrow. Place for parents to sit and all that kind of stuff. Train table. A little play area. Little snack bar. PlayStation. Very, very cute rockers. And then they have a dirty soda area. I think I should try one of those little seats. The spinning seats. I don't think so. Cute coffee table. Just so much cute stuff. Then they have party rooms back here. Little places for kids to play. Little bitty shopping carts. There are party rooms and all kinds of fun stuff. I think this is a great place for mom and kids alike to come and play. They have, the ladies that's opening this, they have 2 babies of their own, and so their babies are napping right now, but you might see where they've been playing, and shoes and sippy cups and stuff. I was just looking to see what this little area is. But yeah, so cute. So cute, I love it. Okay, so she wanted me to get a few more of my things out of the car. So I told her I had stuff of all sizes. You might hear a baby screaming. It's her baby. She's trying to, he's a toddler. Like he might be 2 now. And she's trying to get him to take a nap. But anyway, that's my stuff. And we are getting drinks. Big Daddy got a sugar-free orange you a dream. And I'm getting Boss Energy with caramel. And Amanda's getting them mixed up. They got a really cute setup here. And I wish them all the best. Okay, so we are in the parking lot of Parish Pop and Play, and I got a lot of stuff in my small little tiny space, and then she gave me a basket to put some stuff in.
She felt sorry for you.
Well, I told her I had more different sizes, and she said, well, let's put a few larger things. You never know what people might want. And so she offered up a basket, and we went with it. So, yeah. And then I have never had a dirty soda. Have you? Other than standing at McDonald's when you was a kid, putting, I don't know if you did that. I see kids doing that sometimes, and I'm just like, what? That sounds horrible. But the idea of adding stuff to my Coke just doesn't sit well with me. But I say, okay, we're going to try it. So I got Energy Boss. It is regular Coke, caramel, vanilla, and caramel drizzle. It is very good. Very good. Big Daddy got, what'd you get?
Orange Dream.
Orange you a dream or something like that. It's
sugar-free orange soda with cream and vanilla in it. It's really good.
It's really good. I took one sip of it because it's sugar-free and I'm allergic to aspartame. I could taste that aspartame, but it didn't taste really bad at all. I mean, it tasted really good. So, yeah, it was good. So we are headed home. We are wore out. He said my face is red. I can't really tell because
It is.
But we've been on the go since we got up this morning. We hit the floor running to get done what we needed to get done, and now we're ready to go home, cool off, and relax. Take a nap, Big Daddy said. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us, though. And we'll see what else I do once I get home. Whew, goodness, I'm wore out, but we are finally home. And I've used the restroom, kind of wiped up a little bit, washed my face and all, and because it is pretty warm out there. Alexa says 73. Let me ask her. Alexa, what's the temperature?
It's 90 degrees right now, with a high of 91 and a low of 65 for today.
It's 90 out there, and so, yeah, I was sweaty. It's pretty warm. Okay, but we got the stuff set up at Parish Pop and Play. I'm gonna tell you, I've had a full day today, okay? I crocheted in the middle of the night. and got my wings done for the eagle. And then I took a nap. We got up, hit the road, you know, hit it getting dressed. Had to make a trip to Dollar Tree to grab something this morning. Got over there and met Paige and her husband at the thrift store. Got that loaded up. And thank goodness for Paige and her husband. And I did pay her extra for this week for helping do that. And also it's her birthday, so I gave her extra for her birthday. You know, I told her that she knows I'm not out running the roads going to town. If I was, I would have got her something, but she's going on a cruise in November. And she had mentioned that she needed to get new pajamas before the cruise. And so I told her to, you know, here, get you some couple sets of pajamas at Walmart or tops or something like that. Something for her to wear on her cruise. And so, anyway, we're back home. And I was going to say, I've done a lot today. And I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. Not that I was trying to keep it a secret, but I was just waiting to see how something affected me before I said anything, right? So, whew. Here are these premium hemp gummies, and I don't even know what number that is, but anyway, these came from Amazon. Big Daddy ordered these. I thought, that ain't gonna do anything from Amazon, you know, that's not gonna help us. Because when you're chronic, right? Well, I do want to say I've been taking these for a week, and I can tell a difference. Like, there's no way I could have done what I've done today and then come home and sit at my desk to crochet. There's just no way I could have done that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I mean, seriously. And so I told Paige the other day, Thursday, I told Paige, I said, you know, I wonder if it's those gummies helping me, because that's the only thing I'm doing different. And I had got up and done some pictures that morning, set up a little scene and took some photos. And for me to, takes a lot out of me to set up some scenes and take photos. And Paige was like, you know, I was wondering, she knew I'd taken these because I had told her when they came in. And I started taking them. I've been taking 2 at night and then 2 during the day. So I've been taking like 4 a day. And Big Daddy's been taking them, and he's hurting a lot less. I just am able to do. Okay, these do not have THC in them because we don't want to take anything that makes us high. We are totally not doing that. So these do not have anything in them that makes you high, of course, because it's sold on Amazon, okay? But anyway, hemp gummies, that's what we're taking from Amazon. Big Daddy already hired somebody and had to fire them because it came out that they were taking THC gummies. So he had to fire them. Big Daddy, they had hired him, and he's been doing some work, setting up the gym and stuff. And then Big Daddy said, you know, you got to take a drug test this next week, and I got to do a background check on you. And then he told that he was taking the THC gummies, and Jody said, oh, you can't take that and work here. I'm sorry. We're about to let you go. So anyway, that's just what happens, you know. But anyway, so this doesn't make you high or anything like that. It has helped me sleep at night, I do believe. It's helping me sleep better. But during the day, I think it's helping me. It's just helping me overall. Like, there's no way I could do what I've done today. Like, it has to be these gummies. There's nothing else that's changed. So right now, I'm going to say it's these. Unless something else drastic happens. Paige said she's going to order some for her husband and see how it does for him. But anyway, Big Daddy and I are taking these, and they don't taste the best, but they don't taste so bad that you can't have them. Now, I take them. I take one at a time, and I put it in my mouth, kind of put it under my tongue, and just kind of waller it around, and let it dissolve. Big Daddy just chews it up and eats them like a piece of candy. But I let it kind of dissolve in my mouth, and stick it under my tongue and let it sit there. And so it takes me a while to get one down. But anyway, I think that's really helping me, or I couldn't have done what I've done today, because I've done a lot today, and I still have a lot to do. I want to get this eagle done so I can give it to Big Daddy. I want to get it done so I can give to him. So that's why I'm in here. He's already in there in his chair with the light turned out, a movie playing. He'll be out in a moment. And I'm in here working. I am excited about the pop and play place. They don't know how it's going to go over, if it's going to be successful or not, but they're giving it a go. And you got to be proud of somebody for giving it a go and trying it out. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you don't try, and at least they are trying. They have 2 small babies. I think the oldest might be 2, and then he's a boy, and then they have a little girl. I had crocheted a blanket for their boy, but I never did give anything for the girl. Now I feel bad about that. Anyway, they're 2 sweet ladies. And I wish them all the best success in their business. I gotta see what else I gotta do for this eagle. And you might notice some figures have arrived back on my desk. They've been missing for a little while because they fight a lot. I have to keep them separated. But we have Doug the Bug and Kiki the Chick. Now, them 2 fight like cats and dogs, or like a dog and a chick. I don't know which it is, but they fight. So I have to keep them separated as much as possible. If they get beside each other, they start knocking each other down and fussing about it. So, but they're back on my desk, and I got a couple more that I've got to find. I know I have Lola. She's a white bear. I've got to find her. I have a couple more that are just, Felix is somewhere also. I don't know, they just disappear on me. No, I know those are in a box. I know exactly what the box looks like. I just gotta find the box. So, I got the beak done now. Then I'm gonna be moving on. The feet. I'm gonna read about the feet. I hadn't decided if I'm doing feet or not. Let me do the tail feathers. And so I'm going to read about the tail feathers and get them done, and then I'll decide about the feet, because I want to get this done, but I'm running out of time. Okay. So there's my beak. Beak, beak, beak. Oh, and I dropped it. Oh, these tail feathers are going to be easy, I believe. So, gotta swap that out for some white yarn, though. And get that over here. And then that one just shows assembly and how to put it all together. So, I'll give you a little close-up. This is Kiki, the chick. And then this is Doug the pug. He is in the Wobble's crochet book. That's where Doug's pattern come from. Doug the pug. Alright. I'm gonna get working on these tail feathers and hopefully get that created in no time so I can get this assembled and then I can go and rest. Whew, that's what I'm waiting on, right? Okay, I got the tail feathers made and the wings made. And now let's talk about these eyelids. So, it's saying some eyelids. And I'm going to kind of mark where I would put the eyelids. I don't know if this is going to work out for me or not, but I'm going to try something and see. If it works, great. If it don't, it's not going to, you know, look any that much different without the eyelids. So, all right. I'm just going to go in right here and come up where one needle is. I can pull this through. I'm going to leave a tail there for tying off. Took the thread out of my needle. Not thread, but the yarn out of my needle. But that's an easy fix. Okay. Trying to reach across to this other eye and get my needle coming out at the spot that I want it. And then go in this spot. Let's see, I probably need to do one of my long needles, but let's see if I can reach way over here back to where that one came out. I got it. Okay, let's see. So this is supposed to kind of just come up on the eye like that to create this eyelid. And it says you can put a drop of glue right there, but it does kind of create eyelids. I wouldn't say that it has to have that, but I guess it doesn't hurt it, but it doesn't actually, you know, if you don't have it, you don't have it. I wouldn't say it makes it. Alright, let's see. Yep, and then I'm going to cut these off a little bit shorter. And I'm going to take the head of this needle and poke that down in there. I could have just took the yarn and kind of threaded it and come out the back, but that's just works just the same. Alright. My hot glue gun is warming up, and I'm still sipping on my Parish Pop and Play dirty soda. Like I said, I never had anything like that before, and the idea of just adding something to my coat does not sound good to me. But let's go see what it looks like on the inside. So it's Coke, and it is caramel, vanilla, caramel drippings, and then soda foam. Anyway, it is really good. I did take one taste of Big Daddy's just to see what it tasted like. And it was diet, so it had aspartame in it, and I'm just so allergic to that. But I took a tiny sip just to get a taste, so I hope that that one sip doesn't make me sick. Hopefully not. Alright, let's see. So we need to figure out where these wings are going to go on him. And I'm saying one's probably going to go there and one's going to go right here probably. And here's the wings and here's the tail feather. Anyway, I might just get this done because I'm ready to go and relax. But I want to get this done so I can, you know, give it to Big Daddy for tomorrow. Our anniversary's Sunday, but we're going out to eat on Saturday. The place we're going is not open on Sunday. Sunday, we're probably just going to take it easy and not do anything. So there's one wing. Let me see. I'm just trying to get them to see, you know, exactly where I want them. Pinning them on here and giving it a look-see to see if it's in the right spot or if it needs to be moved over. When you're doing amigurumis, it's, you know, it's best to kind of pin them on there and take a look-see at it and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little feathers, neck feathers. And I guess I am going to pull those down a little bit and put a drop of glue. I didn't think I would, but yeah, I can see. And the pattern does say to glue those down. I like the wing on this side. I feel like it's in a good spot. I feel like this one is a little bit forward. But to go back, it's going to be under that wing. And here it's in between two wings. So I don't know. Alright, and then I got his beak to put on there. That might be the first thing I put on. I can see it just goes right here in the middle of his face. I'm going to put a stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So these two stitch markers are kind of the center of the face. So I'm going to put it just right here, up under that. Okay, it's probably the first thing I'm going to do. Alright, I'm ready to put my glue on. Oh, I guess I'm on camera. Alright, Eagle. Pushed it on there firmly. And I guess I'll leave his beak open. It's the way it is on in the book. Oh, his little face looks cute. And I don't know how well the eyelids show up on camera, but you can see that one pretty well, I think. And then there's one on this side. So, yeah, the eyelids did okay. It's just a little detail. I don't know if most people would even notice that's on there. Alright, so we're going to go with this wing. So I'm just going to put it up in that area right there. And then try to pull those wings down to glue the tips down like I was just talking about. The feathers, I mean, the neck feathers. So I'm just putting that in there. Alright. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, like I said, I feel like that little section is a little forward, but for it to, you know, fit up in that space. Okay. Oh, he's coming together really nicely. Alright, let me see about the tail feathers. It looks like they got the tail feather coming down or out. I'm gonna have to read that just to see, because I see it coming out the back, but then when it's held up I see it coming down. I know y'all can't see that, but so I'm gonna try to line up what I think is the middle back here. I'm trying to like come from the nose, not nose, but the beak. Alright, so I think that's about centered up right here. And so this, I'm just going to put glue on it, and then it's just going to come right there. So it's coming kind of from out from under him. And I'm just kind of stretching those stitches out. Okay. Wish me luck here. So I'm just going to put glue right here and kind of stick it up under there. And then kind of manipulate it there the kind of the way I want it to go. And let's see. I could always add a dot of glue on each one of these. And I think I will. Just say, hey, go that way. And on this one, it's got some there already on it. So that's the tail feather. Shaky tail feathers. Alright. Now, I didn't do feet yet. I still hadn't decided about those. But you can do, it says to pull these down and then put a dot of glue under each one. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put a small amount. And just kind of come around, work my way around That ain't a Wobble. The eagle. I really do enjoy the Wobbles so much, and they are so nice. They are so easy to work with, and I've been emailing back and forth with them this past week and learning a lot about what they have going on and the reason why they doing certain things. It makes me appreciate them even more. I don't know, it looks like a piece of pink fuzz. And if it was, I pushed it on down further, so it's in there. Alright, so that's what the little neck feathers look like tacked down with some hot glue, and that's what they look like up. And I do like them down so you can kind of see that they're feathers and not just some wadded up ruffle or something there. I think Big Daddy will like this. He'll be surprised. I know that. He will be surprised. And so I'll film giving it to him tomorrow. And he's not going to have anything to give me. And I'm not expecting anything. I got Wobbles. Trust me. I'm very, very happy. I got Wobbles. That's the most fun thing he could have gave me. And he actually was, he emailed with the Wobble people. I don't know what their email said or what he was asking them. I have no idea. But I know that he was trying to figure out how to surprise me with some Wobbles that I didn't have. And I appreciate that thought. I really appreciate that thought. But, yeah, I'd rather pick them out myself. Because I know which ones, I want to crochet. So he was going to do a gift card. And I was like, well, first he was going to order them. And I was like, no, because then it'll be on your account and not my account. And I want them in my account. And I had explained to him the whole account thing. And they know what you're buying. They know who's buying what, and they put it in your account, and they're keeping up with it. And so, I had to explain all that to him. And then, that is so cute. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna do the feet or not. But anyway, then he was like, well, I could get you a gift card. And I'm like, and then I had to turn around and order them. Let me just order them. The gift card is just like the step we can skip. Okay, so I went ahead and crocheted these feet. And so I've got them positioned to where I want them, I think. I think that's the best place to put them. So I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to leave that needle there and put my glue on it, and then I'll remove the needle and stick my foot on there. And I'm just going to put some glue here in the center of this section here, like under my thumb, and put that on, and then I'll see about the toes. Each little foot has 3 toes, so just putting my glue on right here. I'll have to add in another hot glue stick. And then I'm just putting that there. Alright, letting that set up. Where's my other glue? I know I got out another glue stick. Oh, it went up under my mat. There it is. Okay, so that's in a good place. And same thing. I'll put my glue, then pull my needle out, and I'll check those toes and, you know, fix them down. And I was kind of holding that stick in there, the needle in there, so I could see where I didn't want to lose my place. All right. I just had a phone call from my friend Kim, that lives a little ways from me, not too long, and she's been having a hard time. But she found out what's wrong with her, and she needs a surgery that's gonna fix her up, and I enjoyed talking to her. But she's having a lot of medical issues right now. She's got to have surgery. Alright, so I'm going to go back and, like, tack these toes. Like, go up. Like, right now they're just kind of going across, but I want to manipulate it to come up this way. So, I'll put just a little glue on the back and then see if I can't no, you stay up there. See, it wanted to come down. Try and get all this dried glue off my fingers and fingernail and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Same thing, I'm just putting a little bit of glue back here. Not a whole lot. But, ooh. Yeah, after I looked at it, got everything on it, and looked at it, I thought, yeah, it needs the little feet. That would end up making it complete. So, that's what I did. It didn't take but a minute to crochet those, and actually I did them different from what was in the book. I didn't really understand. I tried doing what was in the book, but I don't know, it didn't look right, so I just ripped it out and did something different. Basically, I did kind of the same thing for the tail, except on a smaller scale. Alright, there's one foot. The little toesies. Okay. Won't take me but a second to get these tacked down. That toe does go way up taller than the other foot, but it's okay. Sometimes people have a long toe. And he's just got a long toe. His doctor said it was okay. All right. One more toe. I'm going to check them and see if any of them need a little dot of glue. Around anywhere, anything. Just check it all out real good. I feel like this little loop here needs a little touch of glue. I think all of them did, just on the very end loop. Just needed a little dot on each one, so let me add that. I think this little eagle turned out really cute. I think he'll be a great mascot for Big Daddy's work. You can see that toe comes up to the top of that row, and this one comes up to the bottom of that row. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. His wings are on good. His little beak. And his tail feathers. Alright, there is the eagle that I made Big Daddy for our anniversary. I hope he likes it. I am gonna hide it. I'm gonna stick it in a bag. I don't have a gift bag or anything to put it in. But I'm gonna put it in something and then put it down in my purse. And then I'll surprise him with it tomorrow. Alright, guys. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And I will see you all in the next video. You see, Kiki is done got over here by Doug the Pug because they like to aggravate each other. I try to keep them separated, but they always make their way over to each other. I'm going to go around this and make sure I get all the little glue off of it. But remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet. And I'll see you in the next video, friends. Love you all.